It's the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows.
Oh,
and because
yeah.
the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway.
Damn it. I don't know who the
and
killer
used
could
it
be
to
in this
move
situation.
themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
How did they change it
You say
then?
the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay.
Last time.
Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Yeah, someone asked them.
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh yeah, Monoyosuke is definitely dead now.
Oh, shit!
Good, because his voice and Monodom's voice are very similar.
His foot! Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
I love Monodome.
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
You're not about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Pops?
You disappoint me.
Uh-oh! Daddy's mad at you now!
Okay.
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
So you're a big shot now, and
Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
get along.
Monodom's right!
Monosuke, you better thank Monodum. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up?
Kokichi's like
But
the...
I guess now we
I
know
was wrong. I
Shuichi's
thought
logic
Rentaro
is
was
right
gonna
on
be
the money.
Kameda of this
really
group, but no,
used
it's
ropeway to
Kokichi.
move body? Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
How did they get the rope to the gym window?
Ropeway murder! That's some crazy-ass shit! But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
Mm-hmm.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
Right.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
Because they couldn't get it.
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
Because he couldn't retrieve it. It's the pool rules! It was nighttime.
That's it!
Oh hey, I have all my health back because I fucked up.
Even
Oh
if they
god
wanted
damn
to
it.
get they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope,
Gonna pull it up.
the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Yep.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
Huh! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
Yep.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Well, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in
the
my
Jesus
heart for
light
this
again has
wonderfully
shined upon
cruel
me.
culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
Oh boy, what the hell is this gonna be? No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close, we're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
No, you go ahead, Kaito.
Okay.
God damn it.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
No. Well, I have a good idea who the culprit is.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
Huh? What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick.
God damn it, you're the killer, Kaito.
I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Give me one more thing to debate. Please don't let me pick someone, because I'm just going to straight up pick Kaito. It's fucking Kaito. Okay. They went to the gym. I don't think it can be Kibo, can it? I don't think it can be Himiko. Not Gonta. Could it be Angie? Okay. I don't think it's Himiko. Kibo then? No. Fuck. I don't have any way. It can't be me. Right? I don't want to let this Himiko, but it can't be Himiko. Oh my god, who is it? If only there was one more thing to pick. It's not Miyu. It can't be Gonta. I don't want it to be Kurumi. What could it be?
It has to be you.
Oh my god, why?
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Shit.
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
No, just a suspect.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision?
Yeah, I will.
I will refute your accusations with all my might.
All
for
right.
everyone's sake.
Ooh, she's upset. Argument. Okay, no, non-stop.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Implicate herself now, but she has to be airtight. There's a hole in her story somewhere. Just have to stay calm and find it.
I, of course, am not
I hope I don't have to lie.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime?
Nice person who's no.
I believe most of us do not have one.
No, shit, that's not what I wanted.
I was wrong!
Damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, Suichi, Kibo. Suichi, Kibo. Suichi was in the alternate 9 p.m. He come empty from the was sitting at the time last night lying around near the lingerie. Am I gonna have to lie again?
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have,
Maki
except
alone.
perhaps Gonta.
Witnessing Ryoma.
I, of course, am not the
Advice from
culprit.
yesterday.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Monokuma file. Where's the death of drowning? Afterwards, the victim's body was consumed by bombs to take only bones from it. Okay. No.
And you have no alibi.
For Suichi. No.
Do you?
An alibi for nighttime?
Not Maki alone. Not witnessing
I believe
Ryoma,
most of us
not
do not
alibis
have
from
one.
yesterday.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do I have to
Do you
lie?
think we would fall for such nonsense?
Lie with what?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Am I gonna? Fuck. Am I gonna have to lie?
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Ugh, this is so
The
hard.
crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Totally shared.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta. I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been
done by anyone.
Okay. I don't know. I guess.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
Okay.
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Oh god. Okay. Marked window frame.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your myth. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
No, shit, fuck.
In other words, it is just a guess, and then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
Damn it.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor, but there is no evidence
to indicate this had happened.
Nah, it wasn't a V, but oh
your
well.
words.
I wonder if there's a trophy to get every single statement with a V.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Uh-huh.
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly.
I'm probably gonna split this part up. This got on
frames
way
didn't
too
break,
long.
But they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh no.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone! I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
They? What? Where's this coming from? Your response seems genuine. So what did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? No, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Kaito?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Go on.
Someone outside of the academy?
Do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Oh, she probably did.
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Or it's on Teller to set it up.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
No, fuck that.
Yes, really. So please believe me. I am not the culprit.
Okay, she's not, because someone told her to do it, I bet.
I don't care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to.
Kirumi.
Someone told her to do
Totally
it.
sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else.
She set up the rope, though.
Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
No.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit.
Ugh.
You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth.
Ooh.
I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. It's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am...
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit.
Oh, God.
I realized it when we determined that the rope weight was used to move the body.
The fabric.
If it wasn't Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift rope weight, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your
Goodbye,
words aren't gonna
2B.
convince me
Oh,
now.
no.
Not when I know the truth.
What truth? All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. Doop, 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 doop. This
is it!
is it.
The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was.
That's part of her dress?
I thought it was just trash at first. But
I actually thought it was
couldn't
part of
dismiss it
Ryoma's clothes, but...
Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle.
Too important, actually.
Because, like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Oh yeah, their hand. But she has white gloves, does she
Yeah,
not?
so
Oh no,
what?
never mind, they're black.
You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
Erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be split into two parts. This has gone long.
That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Black gloves. Finding out how that black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. Whoa. She looks
You are
fierce.
incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. Ah! In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die! In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake! Because of your self-righteous truth, everyone might die! In this class trial, I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. We only wish to protect everyone.
Why are they introducing something that they didn't have beforehand?
What does that piece of trash prove?
Who needs gloves?
It ends here!
Oh, hello. Damn.
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn.
Oh yeah, that would have burned.
But our culprit was smart. they weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and...
And it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
Yep.
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi? Will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Oh, I like Kirumi. I want her to stay.
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
Man, just like them, I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed. But Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. It's truth and doubt it and kept thinking, it's where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Closing argument, starto. It's made of metal the prawns didn't eat. Oh, the handcuffs. Are they even in here? Nope. What was used as a partition to the piranha tank? The thin and long item the culprit took from the gym. Where in the gym was the rope tied to? For the murder, what was put on the victim's wrist? Handcuffs. What was taken from the pool? Inner tube. What was used to transport the body via the ropeway? Where was the body carried to? Okay, so this was... I'll take the lid. Window. Where am I? Oh. Really? Here's my answer.
This is the truth of the case.
And I'll be quiet for this.
The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night, around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym and used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, They hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime. And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid?
No, I know something. They started with like Act 5 or something,
That's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
Objection!
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Ah.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
Unfortunately.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
We don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodam, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off!
It better not be a twist where... It better not be a twist where Ryoma told Kirumi to do this for him. That would be a slap in the nuts. But I don't think that's the case. It's Kirumi Tojo.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
So nothing happens if you pick the wrong person in this, as long as you voted. Oh. Oh. Really, Kirumi? Did you vote for me? Did you seriously vote for me, Kirumi? Were you that jealous? Or was that... No, I didn't say that part.
Who
So.
will be chosen as the Blackened?
Really, Kirumi?
Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one?
Alrighty. Yeah, it sucked I had to retry. Definitely gonna do this over again. And yet, I still got an A on everything. Okay, what are with those 2 question marks? Did I miss... Oh, back route. Huh. Huh, there has to be something about those. During the debates? Huh, I don't know. I'll probably look that up after I beat the game.
Oh my!
Alright guys, that's going to do it for these long episodes. I'm probably definitely, like I said, going to cut both of them down. This second half of the trial will probably end up being 2 parts, so thank you all so much for watching these videos. If you like the videos, please give that like button a click. Comment down below what you liked about the video, what you didn't like about the video, and let me know. How'd you feel about Kurumi doing it? I'm upset, but I'm looking forward to seeing her reasoning. And we'll also see her execution in the next part too, so yay. Yay. So yeah. And as always guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel too, that's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, RG Kingdom Kid Twitter are in there too. I want to thank you all so much for watching once again. I'll see you all next time.